If you think Barron Trump is just a quiet teenager living in the shadow of his father, Donald Trump, think again. Behind his reserved public image lies a world of extreme luxury, constant protection, and quiet grooming for power. While the media barely mentions him, Barron is growing up inside palatial estates lined with gold, escorted by private security, flying on family jets, and perhaps already being molded for a future in politics. This isn't just the life of a privileged son, it's the daily reality of a political prince born into one of the most powerful families in modern America. A childhood built on gold and granite. Born in 2006, Barron Trump didn't grow up in a typical suburban home. Instead, he was raised in Trump Tower, inside a private penthouse spanning 3 floors, decorated with 24-karat gold, Italian marble, and chandeliers worthy of a royal palace. His childhood bedroom wasn't a toy-strewn playroom, it was a miniature luxury suite, stocked with designer brands like Louis Vuitton and Versace, personally curated by his mother, Melania Trump. Unlike other presidential children, Barron was the first boy to live in the White House in over 50 years, and he did so under extraordinary circumstances. With round-the-clock Secret Service protection, private chefs, and his own schedule, he wasn't sent to public school. Instead, he attended elite institutions like Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School, where annual tuition exceeds $45,000. Everything in Barron's life has been carefully managed to fit the mold of ultra-wealth and elite upbringing. Melania Trump has gone to great lengths to keep Barron out of the media spotlight, but that privacy only adds to the mystery. According to multiple sources, Barron has already been exposed to top-tier political consultants, media trainers, and even public image advisors. Behind closed doors, he may be preparing for a much larger role than anyone expects. In the world of the Trump dynasty, silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. Just like his father, Barron is athletic and enjoys elite sports like golf and soccer. He even played for DC United's youth academy. But unlike most kids, he travels to games on private jets and trains at exclusive golf resorts bearing the Trump name. His wardrobe is filled with luxury labels such as Gucci, Ralph Lauren, and Balmain, making him one of the youngest fashion icons in the billionaire world. Barron has flown on Trump's private Boeing 757 and Gulfstream jets since before he could spell his name. Weekend getaways? Think Mar-a-Lago, the Trump estate in Bedminster, or European vacations in private villas. Every destination is 5-star, every room presidential, every moment curated. This is not a teenager on summer break, this is royalty in the making. Barron isn't just in line for billions, he may also be a Trump 2.0 in waiting. Donald Trump himself once said, "Barron is very smart, very decisive. I wouldn't be surprised if he does something big one day."
Very special guy, Barron Trump. This is the first time he's ever been. Look at him.
He hasn't publicly expressed political views, but insiders suggest he's being quietly prepared to continue the Trump political legacy. With wealth, connections, and image grooming, Barron could one day return to the White House, not as a resident's child, but as a leader himself. Melania Trump delayed moving to the White House in 2017 so Barron could finish his school year in New York, a signal of how carefully she manages his upbringing. Fluent in multiple languages, she encourages Barron to speak Slovenian, French, and German, preparing him for a future of international diplomacy. She has also overseen his tutors, nutrition, and fashion stylists, determined to mold him into a refined, poised public figure. Education of a future power player. Barron's education is nothing short of presidential. From Columbia Prep to St. Andrews in Maryland and now reportedly at Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach,
Barron William Trump.
Every school he attends has tuition fees in the tens of thousands and alumni lists full of diplomats, CEOs, and heirs. In addition to academics, he's believed to receive private lessons in public speaking, political strategy, and global economics. Life inside Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago is more than a home, it's a fortress. Barron's private wing includes a gym, home theater, and private study. It's patrolled by Secret Service, and he is said to have access to a customized Tesla Model X. The estate features private beaches, Olympic-sized pools, and gold-accented ballrooms. Here, Barron lives like modern royalty, hidden, protected, and privileged. The Trump Organization is valued at over $3 billion. Barron, being Donald's only child with Melania, is a likely heir to a sizable portion of that empire. This includes real estate, golf courses, hotels, trademarks, and future media projects. It's widely believed that he will one day take on an executive role, whether behind the scenes or front and center. Barron has no public social media accounts, a rarity for his generation. But this is by design. This absence shields him from criticism, online trolls, and potential PR disasters. It also enhances his mystique, making each appearance more impactful. In an age of oversharing, Barron's silence is his power. Rare public appearances. Whenever Barron appears, whether stepping out of a limo or standing beside his parents, social media lights up. His height, now 6 feet 7 inches, and poised demeanor spark curiosity. Fashion experts analyze his suits, political pundits speculate on his future. He doesn't speak, but his presence dominates. Unlike Chelsea Clinton or the Obama daughters, Barron is a mystery. He has not been interviewed, does not attend high-profile youth summits, and avoids the spotlight. This careful distancing may be a move to preserve his image for a larger debut in adulthood. Reportedly, Barron wakes up early, trains regularly in golf and soccer, and follows a clean diet. He drinks premium bottled water, eats chef-prepared organic meals, and wears tailored clothing from brands like Tom Ford and Brioni. His day is curated with precision, an image of quiet excellence. Barron's life includes bulletproof SUVs, encrypted devices, a personal security team, and even armored golf carts. His Secret Service codename is said to be Patriot. Every movement is tracked, every exit planned. It's a level of control most teenagers can't imagine, but it's standard for an heir of his stature. Sources close to the family say Barron enjoys drone flying, virtual reality gaming, and architecture design. He reportedly has an entire room dedicated to Lego engineering and collects rare comic books. His interests combine creativity, intellect, and elite access. Barron Trump represents a new type of political aristocracy, silent, polished, and immensely powerful. While he rarely speaks publicly, his upbringing, wealth, and preparation position him as a formidable figure for the future. Whether he chooses politics, business, or something entirely different, the world is watching. Barron Trump might not have made a single public speech, but the way he's being raised speaks volumes. His story is one of luxury, preparation, and immense expectation. Will he follow in his father's footsteps, or chart his own course entirely? One thing is certain, we haven't seen the last of him. What sets Barron apart is that he is not just the son of a former president, he is the product of a global brand. The Trump name is synonymous with wealth, ambition, and spectacle. From the golden elevators of Trump Tower to the opulence of Mar-a-Lago, Barron has been raised not only in wealth but in a brand carefully built on optics and exclusivity. He has seen firsthand how media, marketing, and message control can shape perception, and those lessons may one day guide how he constructs his own public persona. In a world where visibility is currency, Barron's strategic invisibility may be his greatest asset. Insiders suggest that Barron has access to a network of private mentors who work discreetly to guide his development. These include former diplomats, public relations strategists, and business magnates. With access to the minds that help shape campaigns and policies behind the scenes, he is learning how power really works, not just in theory, but in practice. He is also no stranger to the international stage. Whether accompanying his parents on state visits or traveling for private vacations, Barron has experienced the inner workings of diplomacy and international protocol. He's observed world leaders, interacted with foreign dignitaries, and traveled to some of the most exclusive destinations on Earth, all before turning 18. The media has speculated endlessly about what Barron will do next. Will he attend an Ivy League university like Harvard or Wharton? Will he join the Trump Organization as an executive? Or will he launch something entirely his own, a digital empire, luxury brand, or philanthropic foundation? Some have suggested he might take a completely different path, actor, athlete, or even crypto entrepreneur. While nothing is confirmed, the sheer number of possibilities surrounding his future underscores the scale of his upbringing. He is not being prepared for just one path, but for any path he chooses. Fashion insiders have already taken note of Barron's appearances. His taste leans toward timeless luxury, clean cuts, dark suits, custom tailoring. His look is polished, conservative, yet undeniably expensive. Onlookers have described him as a blend of European refinement and New York affluence. If he ever decides to embrace the spotlight more fully, he could easily become a fashion icon for a new generation of elite youth. In an age where image is everything, Barron has the potential to shape high-end trends without even trying. One of the most notable things about Barron is what's missing: controversy. While many children of political figures find themselves embroiled in scandals, Barron has remained untouched. This is largely thanks to the disciplined control of his upbringing, but it's also a testament to his own ability to maintain boundaries. This clear record could give him a powerful advantage in the future. Whether entering politics, business, or global diplomacy, Barron will arrive with a clean slate and a carefully crafted legacy. Little is known about Barron's personal friendships, but reports suggest he socializes within exclusive circles. His peers include the children of billionaires, royals, and influential global figures. These relationships aren't just social, they form the foundation of future alliances, both in business and politics. He is said to be quiet, observant, and highly discerning, traits that make him both respected and slightly enigmatic within his own age group. In a world of loud personalities, Barron's calm demeanor makes him stand out. Barron Trump's life has been curated like a luxury brand, but the final product is still being shaped. As he enters adulthood, the world will soon see what this decades-long investment in image, education, and privilege has created. Will he uphold the Trump legacy, or reinvent it for a new era? One thing is certain: very few individuals in modern history have been positioned like Barron Trump. Surrounded by wealth, protected by power, and groomed for greatness, his next steps could redefine not just his life, but the next chapter of the Trump dynasty. Traveling is part of Barron's lifestyle, but not in the way most people experience it. His idea of a family vacation involves Gulfstream jets, full VIP airport services, and private villas guarded by round-the-clock security. During international trips, Barron often stays at world-renowned luxury resorts in Europe, the Caribbean, and the Middle East. These locations are carefully chosen for both their privacy and opulence. For instance, sources close to the family have indicated that Barron has stayed at the Bulgari Resort in Dubai, the Hotel du Cap Edenrock in France, and even private islands owned by close family friends. Each trip is less of a vacation and more of a retreat into a curated world of perfection. He is exposed to high culture, global cuisines, and private events where billionaires and royalty mingle away from cameras. Technology plays a major role in Barron's upbringing, but not in the traditional sense. Unlike most teens glued to social media, Barron uses tech for enrichment. He has access to cutting-edge virtual reality tools for educational simulations, language immersion programs, and private online tutoring from Ivy League professors. He also reportedly owns one of the most advanced home automation systems at Mar-a-Lago and Trump Tower, customized to control lighting, entertainment, and security preferences. His iPad isn't just for gaming, it's a command center linked to his schedule, digital books, and personal archive of classical music and historical documentaries. He's being raised to master technology, not be consumed by it. While many children of the rich grow up spoiled, the Trump household reportedly emphasizes discipline. Melania, in particular, is known to maintain a strict yet balanced schedule for Barron. His day includes structured time blocks for studying, fitness, hobbies, reading, and reflection. His cultural exposure is also closely curated. He's been introduced to opera, classical art, and world literature from a young age. One source mentioned he's read works by Machiavelli and Churchill before the age of 16. Such training prepares him not only for elite conversations but for decision-making on a global level. To prepare for the stress of fame, Barron is said to be receiving private psychological coaching, not because of any mental health issues, but as part of elite preparation. These sessions focus on emotional regulation, media resilience, and persuasive communication. It's part of a modern, presidential grooming model based on performance psychology used by Olympic athletes and Fortune 500 CEOs. Coaching also includes controlled scenario training, where Barron is exposed to crisis simulations, public pressure mock-ups, and ethical dilemma workshops. The goal: to help him remain calm, strategic, and composed in any high-pressure environment. Many speculate that Trump Tower and other key properties may one day be rebranded or modernized under Barron's leadership. Younger, more tech-savvy, and aesthetically inclined, Barron could revamp the Trump brand for the 21st century, adding AI-integrated smart towers, green-certified developments, or luxury properties tailored to next-generation billionaires. He's reportedly taken a quiet interest in architectural design and urban planning, attending private tours of major projects with his father. If this interest continues, Barron may become a real estate mogul who blends tradition with futuristic flair. As Gen Z enters politics and media, Barron could represent a bridge between conservative legacy and modern values. His calm, neutral public image has earned him fans across political lines, particularly among young conservatives seeking a fresh face untainted by previous controversies. If he chooses to embrace this role, he could launch initiatives focused on youth entrepreneurship, digital freedom, or mental health awareness, key issues for his generation. With the Trump platform and his unique credibility, Barron could reshape how younger voters view elite leadership. No one knows exactly what Barron Trump will become, but everything in his life so far suggests he is being prepared not just to inherit, but to innovate. Whether he chooses a life of quiet influence or bold leadership, the foundation is already built: wealth, education, connections, and image. He is not just the silent son of Donald Trump. He is a blueprint of modern elite upbringing, designed for influence, stability, and global recognition. And in the decades to come, the world may witness a story even more compelling than the one his father wrote. The question isn't whether Barron will rise. It's how far he's willing to go. While his siblings, Ivanka, Donald Jr., Eric, and Tiffany, have each taken on visible roles within the Trump brand and political sphere, Barron stands apart as the quiet observer. However, insiders suggest that his path is intentionally different. Melania and Donald are believed to be designing a longer game for Barron, one free from the scandals and partisan attacks that plagued his older siblings. He is often described as the reset of the Trump brand, a figure who embodies sophistication over showmanship, discretion over drama. Unlike his older siblings, who had to navigate the intense spotlight during the height of Trump's presidency, Barron's presence has been more elusive, carefully managed to shield him from early overexposure. Barron's cultural exposure extends beyond classical literature and global travel. He's reportedly developed a taste for classical music, attending private performances by chamber orchestras and receiving instruction in piano and violin. His playlists reportedly include Mozart, Chopin, and even Hans Zimmer's orchestral scores. He is also a silent connoisseur of fine art. Private sources have confirmed that he's visited museums such as the Louvre, the Uffizi Gallery, and the Metropolitan Museum of Art with VIP access. He's studied pieces by Caravaggio, Monet, and Rothko, guided by private curators during family travels. This immersion in the visual and performing arts builds a foundation of refinement that reflects the grooming of a future leader or global figure. Though Barron is publicly stoic, friends and family insiders say he is intellectually curious, witty, and deeply observant in private settings. He reportedly enjoys discussing philosophy, global economics, and technology, often surprising older guests at private Trump events with his composure and insight. He is also known to be a skilled listener, absorbing information silently and rarely reacting emotionally. These traits have fueled speculation that Barron may be better suited for diplomacy, strategic leadership, or even intelligence work than traditional politics. His ability to read a room without speaking is a rare trait, especially in a high-profile family known for larger-than-life personalities. What do you think Barron Trump will become? A billionaire CEO? A political icon? Or something entirely unexpected? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't miss the rest of our content diving into the lives of America's most powerful families. There's more luxury, mystery, and legacy to explore.